hariom. Om Ganganapate Namah, Sri Guru Bhyo Namah. Prostrations to Holy Master Shiva Shiva. And the topic being actually discussed is that there are that the upadhi or karanam area or equipment or vehicle, these are all alternate notations. Upadhi or instrument or vehicle or kshetra, and the named being who is identifying with it. Actually, the upadhi is inert, it is known, and the being, the named entity, is under the spell of this ignorance. He is identifying what all happens to it. They are treated not his, but he, that they are very much he only. So that play is happening, and in this play, in this actually in this campaign, there is unnamed I am. Now named I am Sudhakar, and there is unnamed I am is there. Who is aware of the now? There is a known domain. The Sudhakar is identifying within. We will elaborate on the known domain, and then this Sudhakar, I am Sudhakar, who is identifying with the known, and now Sudhakar is also known to that I am, who is unnamed. Now that unnamed, it traces back to three states, common entity. Now that unnamed person, if we take it as a person, now he is in wake state, he is enacting the role, that gross body, and because that unnamed I am in all three states, which is which in the feeder of the wake state, it is coupled with body. Body is it is like entering into a film city. Body is its costume, and there is a subtle body, script, and then role, and then the script related. Now there is nothing wrong to enact the play, but the entanglement of this named Sudhakar, that I am is forgotten. I am wearing, which is playing this role, it is forgotten, and there is a projection, I am Sudhakar. Now the Sudhakar is identifying with his costume body and mind and script related. That is the ordinary downfall, chuti of a being. He is under the conditioning spell. Now we will know how to take out this Sudhakar. Now Sudhakar is victim. Now Sudhakar is entrapped. Now what is happening? This Sudhakar is identifying with the happenings to the equipment as his. Now one way of the kshetra kshetrajya vibhaga, they classically tell, because of divergent attributes, known is change, many, and it is jada, and knower has knowledge, he is changeless, he is one. So with this analogy we can separate them. But this is one thing. If there can be an alternative way, would be to trace these attributes or happenings to the karana. Here karanam and karya means equipment and its attributes, happenings to it. If karanam, equipment, now we will see how these karana means karana or equipment, upadhi are one and same. Karana and its karyas we will develop upon it. Now body is born. Body is, now let us say body is full traces to so many trillions of cells, sub-components, and these components owes back to the Shakti, energy, atoms, energy, and the wielder of energy, Jnana. Now that way the claimant, the constituents of the body traces to energy. Now what happens to the body? It is born, and then it is born, it is so much so and so age, it is subject to changes, It has got and it has got birth and death, and then hungry and thirsty, and it is sensitive to shitoshna, cool and heat, and then its deeds. It is sitting, standing, it lie down, and it is able to see, it is able to act, it is able to uh, function. So, with reference to action organs, it is moving locomotive with a sense of perceptions. And now, all these are all attributes are traced to the body. That is the Bhautika Karana. Bhautika Karana. Now, the Bhautika Karana, now the attributes of body, it is born so and so date. Now, a person Sudhakar says, I am born so and so, my date of birth is like I am aged. Now, body age is Sudhakar's. Body age is Sudhakar's. And body functions are Sudhakar. Now, let the functions, attributes, karya, karmas of happening to respective field are traced to the karana. So, temperature has come. It is traced to body. It is born, sitting body. So, by this way, this it is he is that Sudhakar entity stands relieved, hungry to body, thirsty to body. Like a car, when the fuel has dropped, we would never say, I want, please fill the fuel to me, fill the fuel to the car. So, like that, subtle this kind of a tracing, and tracing happens to the field. These attributes, whatever actions happening, are linked to, attached to the body, not to him. Now, like this extends to prana. Prana is only giving life to the body, and that is also prana kriyas, breath. All those things are belong are linked to the body, and the heartbeat, whatnot, everything. Now, all the happenings concerning the body are traced to body, which are otherwise projected to be attached. The Sudhakar is attached with it. Now, body dies. Death is to body. No, not to me. Body death. This is important thing. Dehi nitya, deha anitya. Dehi nitya, anitya of deha is better traced to deha, and dehi, and the dehi is nitya. So this one, death is not, if it is not traced to the body, then it is the death is no, the claimant of the identity, the attached one attached Sudhakar to the body. He is now victimized. Now this is a thing, because part would part breaks, but the space inside doesn't break. Now the space, it has forgotten what it is, and then it is identifying with the part. It is with all the parameters, like a person identifying with all the parameters of car. Really, there is nothing like a car or deha or sharira, body. It is assemblage, means integrated parts. So all components make it a car or a body, or uh, any cycle or anything, that kind of way. So the person is presiding over it. Happens to the karana should not be the person who is riding on it, that is Sudhakar. Now, even now Sudhakar is separated because the attachment, the domain of attachment is separated, traced to its root, to its field. Now Sudhakar is a knower. Now I am knower. Sudhakar is also known by that I am, which is unnamed, and which is very much prevailing even in all three states. Now, beside body, the Bhautika Karana, there is Antakarana. Similar way, it has full of emotions, feelings, thoughts, bhavana, stimuli, sensations. They are varied patterns. Kama, Krodha or Arshad Vargas, jealous, hatred, everything. And the projections, what is hallucinations of the mind, the waveries of the mind, vicissitudes, the dualities, the alternatives, projections, and our belief system, whatnot, everything traces what should be, what should not be, likes, dislikes, and even the qualification. One is a good cricketer, cricketing that knowledge related to a cricketing or lawyer or doctor or an engineer. Now he is also holding a position of a officer, a driver, he is a king or landlord. All these are tracks, tendencies, attitude, even good and bad. They are all the tracks which are manifested tracks of the mind. Now, these manifested are traced to the mind. Now, earlier, now Sudhakar, like he was attached to the happenings of the mind. The happenings of the mind, body, the happenings of the mind are attached, are traced to the mind. Now, Sudhakar is relieved from not only from body, mind also. Now, goodness, bad also. Now, earlier, mind, there is a good track. Sudhakar is a good fellow. Now, mind is negative. Sudhakar is bad fellow. Now, Sudhakar is officer. Vis-a-vis okay, but officerhood is linked to, because thing is everything, because whatsoever is held in the vague domain, it is absent in dream and deep sleep. So that is the thing. Now, third element is the script related. Now Sudhakar is having family, his assets, his whatever resources, plot and flat, his all those things, they are also traced to Sudhakar. Now, Sudhakar, because vis-a-vis, they are like a co-stars of a movie, uh, like that, and the I am unnamed is other than the thing. Now it is a, from unnamed point of view, it is a sport, it is an enacted thing. One would really excel in this action when one is aware of his thinking. When one has forgotten that unnamed entity is not there, then there is a more scope of the named person. Named person is actually, it is projection, superimposition, because there is one person who is now he is playing the role of actor. Now actor forgetting the person's house is in the city, but now he is in the film city in the main town. Now he is in the thing. This all setup is surrounds him when he is in the film city. That is body, mind, script related. Now, if the person in the city is aware, he is maintaining his entity, then the named entity is none other than he himself, but he is there is no scope of him being entrapped. But now that the actual person who is wearing this role, he is forgotten. Now there is a projection that named entity, and he is immersed in the role, infatuated with the role. That kind of a proportion is happening. So now we have traced the happenings of the body to the body, and Sudhakar is relieved of the body. Happenings of the mind traced to the mind. Sudhakar is now that Ishanas connected to concern are traced to Sudhakar, and the unnamed person is relieved all this. That unnamed person is alone exists. All is relative superimposition. So that unnamed person, once he is aware, then it is a play sport. It is a wonderful. World is wonderful. Life is wonderful. There is nothing to censure. But the forgetting, superimpositions, ignorance is costing. Now, suppose one has stepped out of the film city, that is a dream, wake state, and entered into dream. That is another film city. Others the adjacent to this film city, film city 1, film city 2. There one is surrounded by this costume role the script related are relieved to there. He has got a subtle body, a script. Then script related are also there, and the emotions are also appear to be physical entities. Now that also there is a here he is a landlord or a king in the wake. Now that subtle body of the dream is a beggar. Now the beggar's family, all those things are there, and even beggar experiencer, beggar is also known to I am. Now that I am is one thing. The person who walked in from city to Film City 1 have walked into Film City 2. So here he is a landlord, there he is a beggar. Now there is a third place where he is resting, that is a deep sleep. All these three are outside his home, that is his Swarupa. So there he is only Sukha, he is experiencing Sukha, and then that experiencer of Sukha is also known to I am. So now this I am is common, unnamed I am is common in three states, and that I am is awareness. Now this but he is limited. I am is awareness limited. Now the awareness in unlimited, infinite. Now this I am has to be encoded. It is not that awareness is directly operating is I am, because I am awareness doesn't is illogical, because awareness is nirakara, all pervading. Awareness is indivisible. Now this is illogical. Now awareness operating as, because there cannot be two awarenesses. Now awareness I am are one and same. As awareness it is infinite, so the otherwise would be correct logical. Light, overhead electricity tapped in the home or in the train, fine. Awareness, overhead electricity is awareness. I am is the awareness tapped in the train or home, that Mahakasha, Chidakasha, localized to a Ghata. That is knowledge means it reveals as I am. I am is nothing but knowledge. Knowledge as a word. It is expressing. It is proclaiming. Something which has knowledge means it says I am. Knowledge is sofa, a chair, inert. They are unable to say I am means there is no knowledge. So knowledge and again I am not two separate entities. Now to drive home point, time and again we are taking that example. Inked words I am. Now ink is like a knowledge, awareness. Inked word is I am. It is nothing but. Now this I am cannot exist on its own. I am contending, I have ink, my ink, like this. These are all irrelevant. And same way that I am awareness, my awareness, I am existing. No, awareness, I am host to awareness. So this is how that I am, which is present, presiding over the common factor, invariable principle in three states, it would trace to think. It is awareness I am, awareness is everywhere, I am everywhere. So this is the state of immortality. First stage, the Sudhakar, he is superimposition, and Sudhakar entrapment, he is relieved, that is moksha, somebody trapped. Then Sudhakar is tracing to his Swarupa, immortality. So Sudhakar is the person without name, who is common in three states. That person is usurping this role. So it is as if he operate like and then he is de-identified. If that person I am unnamed I am is conscious, then the named entity is only a role. A person like wears a badge, nameplate, and so and so ID number. He will driver. Now once after comes home, that is removed, but he is very much that person only. Whereas if the person at home is forgotten, he is identifying with that role. That is what is happening. That identifier is a projection. So that is the thing. Now in this process, this is one way of rescuing the being who is attachment, That is what is dukkha. It is imposed. It is conferring the pain in the life, the insecurity, uncertainty, unpredictability, and the mortality. These are all the questions. They are all the deficiencies, like a fish out of water. Its fulfillment is only never on the planes. The planes is like a gross body, bhautika, all karanas, bhautika or subtle mental, or all our script related, or our thing. None of this for a fish. It has to get walk back from the plains, from the karanas, and trace to the ocean. This gives it completement, fulfillment, journey of accomplishment. Hariom.